If they divorced, she would go back to Kim Kardashian.
She technically still is. Nobody really calls her.
I guess it's like some
Kim
leeching
West.
kind of shit to keep the name. That's weird.
Some who?
Leeching kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. What else has they accomplished? Like, she probably did some shit.
You
Like,
get your family name back. Simple.
That's a lot of work. No strings attached. That's a rack. That's a rack.
I think it's simple. It's just why? Why would you go back? Eddie Murphy. It was Eddie Murphy ex joint. Like,
Yeah, man. We back up in here. All right, we live.
My big old.
Shit didn't change. All right, let me update. Hold on, y'all got to refresh your page. The damn title didn't change. So just refresh your page. Don't worry about it. We ain't talking about the art of breaking up. God damn it. God damn shit didn't refresh.
For real? Again?
It did. Yeah, it didn't refresh.
Back next week.
Yeah. Refresh your page. God damn it. All right. I did, but the shit didn't take. Shout out to Al Gore. Turn that down. Turn that down.
bad,
We good.
man.
Nah, you good. We fuck. Hey, but look, we back, man. We back. God damn it. No strings attached. We up in the building, man. On a Wednesday night. Talk about relationships. You did. We're gonna talk a little bit about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're gonna talk about setting goals, importance of setting goals in
absolutely.
relationships, and also we're gonna talk about what we gonna talk. What else we talking about, Blake?
Man, for trying to put shit on me. They're trying to make me
Put the
bad
pressure on
guy.
here. Hey man,
Yeah,
we allow everybody on this program to express themselves in their most
Moderator.
organic of states. So if you are offended by strong language, we'd appreciate it if you log off right about now so we can do our thing. Down there we got my main man Lionel.
What's good, y'all? It's great to be back. Welcome to the show. Let's talk about it. What's on your mind?
Let's
What's on
fucking
your
talk
chest?
about it.
Let's talk about it. Now's
Yes.
the time. Welcome to the fucking podcast.
Welcome, goddammit. Right here we got Sister Mo.
Hey y'all, we back. We in this hole.
Yes, sir. Right here we got Bree Baby.
Hey everyone. I missed last week, but I'm here now. So
That's all that
Let's
matters.
get into it.
Is that you here now. And down there we got my main man Chris Blake.
Hey, which one do I look in? Does it matter?
That's your camera right there, and
Okay.
then your camera right there. So right now we're on camera 1. You got your personal camera right there. We get you
All right,
together.
what up, though?
We gonna produce you. We gonna produce you right. Don't worry about it. You
No,
good.
no, I just want. That's all I want to say is what up, though. You know, I don't do all that other shit.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Refresh your page. Setting goals. Refresh your page. God damn it, I
No,
changed the
just
title.
say break up.
Did you refresh your page?
Yeah, a
Oh,
couple
well,
times.
well, fuck.
You can change after the show, right?
Well, I can, but fuck your phone. All right, man. So let's
It's trash. Show is trash too.
so let's get it popping, man. Let's talk about it, dog. Right? Setting goals. Let's start there. No, fuck that. That's the intellectual shit. Let's not start there. Let's start with the fuckery.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing.
Yeah, let's start with the
Setting goals,
fuckery.
like dreams and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that after I get a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Let's get to the fuckery first, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the fuckery. Here's the
I'm with the
fuckery.
whole shit. You know.
You want all of it?
You know me.
Pause, nigga. Nigga, pause.
Man,
I don't
that's a
know
reach.
how you're.
Reach for the pause, man.
Nigga said he want the whole
Put a
shit.
pause jar on
I
it,
don't
'cause
know.
you be
I
fucking around with
I
the
don't
pause.
know. You gotta be careful.
Where were we?
I don't know. Let's just be careful. All right, man. So we want to talk about: is she or is he worth the wait?
And not W-A-I-T.
Not W-A-I-T.
W-E-I-G-H-T?
This-
That
Wow.
shit. Boom. I ain't Indian. How the fuck I?
This nigga said I ain't Indian.
Yeah, that's why I said that. If people don't know.
Hilarious, by the way, nigga, because they do clean up at that spelling bee. Have you seen them motherfuckers?
Oh yeah, they all
Yeah.
fucking
Them
work.
motherfuckers be like
I hit that
7.
shit, though. I got that
That's
shit right,
true.
though, man. Shout out to
Oh, I
Brad.
wasn't
well
gonna
done,
try.
well done.
Que lo que loco.
Right, so this is on the heels of the shit that came out about what's the girl's name? You
Nicole Murphy.
Yeah, Nicole Murphy that took this damn woman, man. What's
I
the
want to say
chick?
so much bad shit about her. I can't, though. She had children.
What's her name? Though? What's the actress's name?
Lela
actress
Rochon.
fucking
Lela Rochon
language,
is her
yeah.
name. She's famous for being the woman that dude said, "You raggedy bitch too," and waiting to exhale. Remember that shit? He threw the orange out and said, "You raggedy bitch." And she
Even
was
does it
like,
really like matter who it is? I guess older people really know who they are, but I don't even know the two people's
Older
names.
people,
But
you don't
the
see movies?
situation, like the situation is, so there's a married couple.
Married.
They are famous and well known, and then there's a single person who like is tied to the situation but comes in later. So somehow they're separated, like different cities, whatever, on a trip. The guy ends up like having these pictures come out to like social media of him kissing the single woman who's like in the situation.
We're not gonna call him the guy. It's Antoine Fuqua, the director of Training Day.
Say his name.
He
go.
directed some more shit, but he directed Training Day. You can't just call it the director of Training Day. That guy.
Antoine
That guy.
Fuqua. There you go.
Yeah, but
Back
his-
to the story.
yeah.
He ends up kissing this girl out of his like marriage. So that's insane.
Hold on, what are we doing?
The
right
whole
now,
thing
Layla?
for me is like that's one thing, but the whole situation is you did this and like where cameras were able to take pictures of you. Like That's a whole nother level of like disrespect. Like not to say like do this shit, but it's like way back when we talked about cheating respectfully. Not to say do this shit. Like I'm not condoning it, but that's fucking insane. Like not only did you do this, but there's like different angles, different shots. You're like sitting down, standing up, and these photos come out. Like I'm sure she saw these hoes just like everyone else. It's crazy.
Man, that ain't the fuckery though, man. The fuckery is this. Lela Rochon was a very, very nice looking woman in her day. Was even known as Sunshine in the movie Harlem Nights. They said if you threw a pussy in the air to turn to sunshine, she was a bad motherfucker. Had to do leave his wife and everything, right? Called his kids.
Never coming home.
But today, she's went through some changes, as we can call them, and she doesn't look the same as she did back then. So hence the title, Is She or He Worth the Wait? So now homeboy with Nicole Murphy, who is
fine,
pretty fucking hot, and she's like 55 or some shit like that, and it's like, I mean, I can't say I condone it, but I can't say I don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So we're just trying to build on that, but I mean, what y'all think, man? Like,
I'm just waiting for like the wife to speak out, because maybe the relationship is already like done, you know.
Could
maybe
be.
You know, they could still be technically married, but they could be separated, you know, whatever the case might be. But I feel like I think they're just waiting on that. But Nicole Murphy did try to say that they're like family friends, which is weird to say.
That's bullshit.
I don't want to hear her.
Very weird to say.
I don't want to hear her side, honestly. I don't want to hear any side, no side. Honestly, I don't even give a fuck. The whole thing for me is just like, if we're talking about it, it's crazy that you would allow. Like, this is still your wife. As far as I know, I just was introduced to both of y'all, and this is your wife, and this is how I'm introduced. You kissing a whole nother woman. It's just like, come on. That's not how we moving.
And why paparazzi following them? Like,
right.
Well, really
probably because
like
it's her. Like, but she's fine, and like she's like, I know who she is. Like, a lot more than I know those two people. So it makes a lot more sense why there was paparazzi, especially because she's in like a 2-piece bikini. Like, it would make sense. Paparazzi's there.
Damn, she look good in that joint too, man.
But it's just like, my dude, come on. You
so let's say you in a situation, your girl gained like 50, 60 pounds.
Oh yeah.
You still all in?
Absolutely.
But
I'm not that person.
Caveat.
You know,
let's say you're this person.
Yeah.
You direct a training day. You're worth millions. And your girl gained 50, 60 pounds.
That's true. I mean, it doesn't change for me.
It
doesn't change for me.
Is that what you said?
It don't change? Yeah.
It would, because I'm not going to sit around and like hold her and be like, I have to leave you because you've gained weight. Like, I could never do that. Especially if I decided to get on my knee and like ask you to marry me, then I'm not gonna be this. Like, I feel like that's some like weaker shit to do.
That shit sound naive as fuck, my guy.
I would never do shit like that. I'm sorry. I'm not built like that. Like, I'm just not. I'm a lot more blunt. I'll be like, this is what we gotta do, Jim. We're doing this. I set the sessions up. Go at this time, and if you're not willing to work, then that's something to talk about. Maybe we can talk about separating if like it's just a thing. Because at the end of the day, like preference is a thing. Like, I never even would imagine like, but love is even more of a thing too. Like, so I have to give into that.
That's regular dude shit. We talking about millionaires though.
Yeah, I feel like it was
it's different for them, dude. These motherfuckers got bread. Like,
I don't know. I think love is love. Man. I'm pretty sure love is love.
I mean, I know what I would do.
Yeah, I know, but that would be you now. That would be you in 12 years if you had $600,000 more dollars or $600 million more dollars. That's who you are. Yeah. Ultimately, like, money is only gonna magnify that and exemplify that to the world.
That gives you more options.
I mean, absolutely, but it's not gonna like say now you're this person. I mean, you might switch up on the surface, but you are who you are.
I wouldn't have nobody taking pictures of the shit either. That was wild. That's why I'm like, how did they get to like? They're overseas. Like that's where it's weird at.
I just couldn't do that. I feel so fucked up. I couldn't even live with myself if we're talking about the weight now. Like, just like your girl gets bigger, your spouse gets bigger. Like, how do y'all feel? Like, because I couldn't live with myself just saying, like, damn, I left this person because after something happened, they gained weight, or they just, like, gained weight because they, like, just happened to start to fucking like food more or whatever. That's something to talk about. This is, I wouldn't be like,
just ask the ladies then, right? So y'all wanted to point the shit at the females. Can we ask the women?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily cut ties off with someone just because don't laugh.
No, my bad. I got a text. My God, my bad. I mean, not my goddamn.
But
my G.
I just feel like it's definitely, for me, the way I look at you, I expect you to like maintain that. So same for myself. I feel like, you know, but I feel like if my spouse was just unwilling to like make changes, and just not even for looks, but for health reasons too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like being that big or that big of a size is not healthy, and I want my partner to live a long, healthy life. So I just think health and look wise, I would care.
If you're just unhealthy, that's a thing too. Like, I'm not even with that in any stance.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing. But if it's like in this situation, I'm pretty sure like it was after she gave birth to like 2 of his children.
And
that she gained all this weight, which everyone knows black women have so many complications at birth.
And wasn't there like something that's going on with her, like on some like physical level, right?
I don't know. I don't get the super details, but that's insane. Like how could you? That's my question.
But what's crazy though, I did not. Until I seen her name and then the picture of her back in the day, I did not recognize her.
I didn't know it was her either, man. That's some wild shit.
I did not recognize.
But is that a good reason though?
Well, that was a Twitter topic. Would you divorce somebody?
Yeah.
That topic, or like over a situation like that, would you like completely leave your spouse because they got bigger, gained weight, etc.? But I mean,
you don't fuck up the family.
It's
though.
not. That's fucked up.
That's a big
I wouldn't just live.
That type of
You just cheat and don't get caught. That's what I say. Like, don't fuck up the family though.
Like people are getting surgery. Like there's so many options. Yeah. If like that's that much of a problem before.
But it could be out of her control. Like we see what we see on social media, but she could be really going through some shit, or he just really ain't shit. So she's like, fuck it. Like she depressed. People go through different shit.
Damn, it's just like I'm not even judging the guy or blaming the guy at all.
You were judging him earlier though. You saying that was some shit.
I said it's disrespectful. I mean it is. He's married. Like when he's the one that took the vows. I don't even know the whole shit, but I'm sure it says like
right. So
for better or worse, sickness or wellness.
What the fuck? Facts don't matter.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you said that shit. He said it.
How the shit looks kind of fucked up, but
not really.
What do you mean not really?
I mean, it looks fucked up today. It's only fucked up because they got it on camera.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. That's what looks fucked up. I mean, if they nobody ever saw this shit. It's just a rich nigga cheating. That's what happened.
No, it's fucked up regardless. Like you shouldn't.
Okay, how arrogant are women to think?
It's fucked up regardless, but it's
Wait a minute. Hold up, man.
It's like,
how arrogant are women to think that a man with millions is not supposed to cheat?
Okay, I mean, it's bound to happen.
But y'all, time out.
If Shorty was at a good weight, she could be out here popping that thing too.
Yeah, she could be popping that thing.
I was gonna say she could still make no mistake. She might got some fucking.
So I mean.
Man, fuck
niggas,
that.
No, fuck that. Because niggas that are broke and niggas that have bread, y'all.
If you're broke, you shouldn't be cheating anyway.
You're all cheating.
I'm talking about dudes with money. If you ain't got no money, what the fuck you cheating for? Somebody with mad bread? Come on, man.
You can't be
so what?
Fuck out,
bro.
I know what you saying, morality and all that shit, but nah, fuck all
falling
that.
Falling off the stairs. That's what she looked like. You seen that on Twitter?
I don't know what. Yeah, but everybody taking the light and tiptoeing around this shit, man. Let's move on.
I'm
the only one who's for it.
What are you looking for?
But I can't say necessarily for it.
I'm like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, no, we good. I mean, I say you don't fuck up the family, but
it's not about even not fucking up the family. Look at like the Jay-Z and Beyonce thing, for instance. When he cheated on her, God knows how many times.
Right now,
we didn't know about that until like she decided to make a whole creative ass album.
You said when he did what? Now?
When he cheated on her, we didn't know about that until she made this entire album. You guys, look at the point. We didn't know about it. Until she decided to make this whole album, and like then it's like, oh shit.
She had writers though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm just saying, but ultimately she had the decision to say, I'm gonna release this information. Oh, that was a decision, a creative decision. It wasn't like it was just some slipped up shit that was like disrespectful, like to the whole shit. And now you can't even really have this anymore because you disrespected this so much, and like that's the thing. But that's why, for me, like with current day marriage, I don't know, I see a lot that are beautiful, like from older generations, and then there's like a lot of generations in the middle that I look and it's just like, it's just the same thing.
They broke ass back in the day was cheating too.
But that's what Bree just said though. Yeah,
they had no business doing it.
I'm not saying that they weren't cheating at all. I don't believe that. I'm just saying I feel like they stuck. I don't know, whatever. In the terms of weight, and like in the terms of, is it worth the WEIGHT? Like, and you're married, you took those vows. That's all I would like. That's my only thing.
Because you can put that.
If you're not married, then you don't owe that to anybody. You don't have to even say shit.
You could change the word weight to pretty much anything that happens in a relationship, right? Like, is it worth this nigga not wanting to fucking fuck? anymore? Is it worth
yeah.
whatever the fuck?
That's a
You know what I'm
good
saying? You
point.
can change weight
Any,
to
like, dramatic
what the fuck
change.
ever.
Artificial intelligence.
I don't know, nigga. Artificial
That's-
intelligence.
no, that's a
AI.
good point.
This nigga said black men don't cheat. She fooled y'all.
Black men do not cheat.
You
That
know
is
what? I
good.
didn't even consider that. Is that African though? He might be African. I don't consider Africans black like that.
Is he not ADOS?
He might be African. What's ADOS? We'll talk about it later. But he might be African though. I don't know, man. But you know, it's still the verdict's still out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about setting goals then. Y'all niggas don't want to get y'all tiptoed around the goddamn topic around that one. Y'all didn't want to say that y'all not gonna focus somebody who I feel what y'all. I see what y'all did there. All right.
I mean, I fuck fat chicks. I have in my day.
First of all, we gotta start defining this shit. I don't think
What's
because like first of all, we didn't see her. We don't even know how she looks. We saw a picture. That could be the way the picture looks.
Wow, but she was.
I
I
know
mean,
what
that
fucking
was yeah.
Y'all
I don't think that was the
y'all
picture.
niggas are savages. Y'all are some horrible human beings.
I'm just saying.
She good.
I'm just saying that was the size.
She'll be up.
That was her size. That's just the thing. And compared to how she was, especially like when he got with her, like that's the thing.
I think that's probably the thing though, right? Is that like?
But it's just like you don't get like in your bag and like go get a super like banging bitch. Just like you don't do that. Like what you do is instead like probably have some conversations. Let's work on it. What can we do? This is how I'm feeling about it. Like it's.
And I think I think Mo brought it up or one of you brought it up. It could be a fucking mutual thing. That shit could be dissolving anyway. They whole relationship. You know what I'm saying?
I heard they was friends though.
That is a good point.
Who's friends?
Right? Her and Nicole Murphy.
Shout out to Nicole. I
That's all
fuck with
fucked
Nicole
up.
Murphy, but she does seem kind of grimy, right?
No, I actually
Don't
saw
say
that
it,
Lisa
see,
Ray
like,
said
yeah.
that something like this happened before. Lisa Ray was saying like, "Oh wow, not
she had it
surprising.
too?
Something like this happened before."
No, she was like, she took. I guess she used to fuck with Lisa Ray nigga too. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. Apparently Nicole
She already
Murphy.
like that?
Yeah, this isn't.
No, she set that shit up.
You
Man.
didn't see Mo's face. Mo was like,
What?
Mo,
What happened? What's wrong?
Mo was just so disappointed in this woman.
Lisa Ray or
and like Nicole Murphy.
And she probably set the paparazzi up, bro.
Of course she did. Like the paparazzi just not out there.
Dang, that would be
Damn.
dirty.
And what if that man was just on the resort and she just came and kissed him and had?
That's what happened to
take a
Melo.
picture?
Melo wasn't cheating. He was on the boat,
Damn.
hanging
You're
out.
not even getting a mellow.
Dirty bitch.
All right, so let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the importance of setting goals in your goddamn relationship, right? That can be whatever the fuck kind of goals. I ain't gonna give you no limitations. Whatever kind of goals you want to fucking set, right? It could be a goal to go to the goddamn gym, right? I don't know what the fuck the goal is, but the importance of setting goals. Talk to me, Lionel. You always got the insight and the in-depth motherfucking me analysis. We're gonna go to you first on this shit. Talk to me about setting about the importance of setting goals.
Yeah,
right?
great. That's a great topic, I think. Even though I'm not the best at it, I'll admit, like I'm working on it.
Setting goals.
Yeah, not setting goals, but just like
Following through.
not even following through,
What,
but
nigga, what?
not getting.
Nigga, like you guys.
You guys, I need to have to think. The word is not getting distracted, as we all just did. Like not getting distracted from the goal. I mean, it's not even that. It's just like it'll be a lot more drug out than it needs to be sometimes. It's just like because
Procrastinating.
the person I am is just such like a feeling kind of person. Like I was really impulsive. Like I've gotten that a lot more under control, but I was a lot more impulsive. So having goals, being impulsive, those really don't like correlate. So it was a real fucking struggle. Like being able to like zero in and like not get distracted and say lock in and focus, especially in my relationship, because I just realized like I had the epiphany recently that like as of lately I've kind of been going through this phase of like I'm super rebellious naturally. My entire life I've been, so I'm like I was in this phase of rebelling from like this huge commitment that like I want, and I don't deny it all, but just like the fact that it was a thing, and like I just kind of rebelled from it, but I saw that I was doing it. I was able to get it together, but it's fucking crazy. And like that's the importance of really being able to have goals, because I will get distracted and be like
Squirrel.
impulsive and like
Squirrel?
yeah, not even in the sense of like women, but my thing was just like, does this mean that like I love this is great. That was the whole thing for me, this phase of like this honeymoon. This is great, I love it. This everything I ever wanted. It's great. And then it becomes like, but does that mean I have to lose what I already loved too? Because I loved my life and I loved the way I existed already. And everything that was like alone, like everything that I was alone, like I loved. Does that mean that has to go? Because I love that too. So naturally, my rebellious self started to like try to fight and be like, no, I'm not losing this. Like I got you, but I'm not losing this either, you know?
Yeah.
So But I saw that shit. I had to catch that shit and like grab hold of
You
it.
got to be distracted right now.
I
I don't tell you talking
yeah, I feel
Man,
like
yeah,
that's just like a big
What's
part
the topic
of us.
again?
I'm
It was
fucking with
goals.
you. I'm fucking with you.
Of like, I think just with our age group, it's hard to be super committed to something and you've always been one way. So I feel like it is harder, like
True.
to
Best time
stay
to do it,
focused
though.
on,
Yes.
you know, what the right thing is and what you should be doing and the goals that you want to tend to. But it's
Right.
hard to,
Yeah,
it's definitely a.
Fuck
Because setting them
age.
hoes ain't the
Like,
hard part.
Everybody bring up age when you're in your early 20s. Fuck that. This is the best time
Best time for what?
to be like setting goals and sticking to them shits, man. 'Cause
Oh,
before
okay.
you know it,
Yeah.
you're gonna be 30. It's gonna happen. So buckle down, man. Get disciplined.
But what do you mean in
Absolutely.
like aspect as work, money?
All that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Relationship?
Save all that shit, man.
Talking to the mic, man.
Sorry.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
I'm
yeah.
just confused on what you
And then she still
were
didn't
referring
talk to the mic,
to.
but don't worry about it.
Sorry.
When I was talking about setting goals, like I'm not the right one to talk about setting goals in a relationship.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm like what, 6-7 years single now?
But I was
Technically,
referring to
few fake
relationship. I wasn't saying
Talk-
like with
talk your shit
everything.
then, Bree.
I'm like, of course, like you should be focused on setting yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like
Oh, you're
working
talking about
hard.
somebody else.
What do you mean?
I mean, you talking about you saying a relationship, right? Like
No, because I feel like that's what you were talking about, like with like your inner self. I was referring to like relationship aspect of setting goals and trying to achieve to a certain point at a very young age can be, you know what I'm saying, difficult.
Mhm.
And even trying to figure out what you want to do and how you need to set yourself up to be successful in your 30s and to be living lavish in your 40s, like, you know what I'm saying? 20s is a very vital time in your life to figure out, you know, what you want to do and what you are capable of doing. So I feel like you should explore many options and just have many goals. You shouldn't just focus on one set of things. You should
Do y'all do like short term, like external, like tangible world goals? Is that like what you picture when you think goals? Or is it like be this kind of person, like have these traits, like have this weakness of yours, be here, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it can be long-term goals and short-term goals because I feel like people realize certain things in their life, maybe not right now, but maybe later or sooner, but they realize, okay, this is where I need to make a change,
Right.
you know? So, yeah.
I think goals come at you have different stages of goals. I think when you're at this point in your life, your goal may just be nigga to not drink every guy.
Right, that's why I'm interested.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
why I'm
like, yo,
interested.
I don't want to drink.
Short-term joints.
Yeah, it's like yo,
Like,
oh,
where
I don't
y'all
have no
at?
fucking goals, nigga.
Like, are y'all setting goals? Are you
Fuck a
like
goal.
battling this thing that you want to be, like where you want to be in life or where you see yourself being, but you are not there
Individual.
yet?
You know,
Oh, yeah.
my honest answer for you, nigga, since you want answers, goddamn it.
I want fucking answers.
Since you want goddamn me answers, my honest answer, nigga, is and Blake will appreciate this, nigga. I wake up every day and say, fuck you, fuck your goals, nigga. Let's go make this wife how yours happy.
Wife and kids.
Yeah, I got a wife and kids. I wake up every day, look myself in the mirror, and say, "Fuck my life. Let's go make these people happy." That's my goddamn
great
goal.
Chris Rock.
All right, that's my goals every goddamn
That's
day.
it. That's
Is what the hell
beautiful.
can I
Damn,
do?
that sounds
That's
miserable.
beautiful.
It doesn't sound
beautiful, but I also want to.
that's-
It's beautiful, like the concept of like wanting to make them happy that much. That's beautiful, but the concept of ever forgetting or losing or overlooking or dismissing yourself that much is like terrifying for me.
Hey, listen, it's a goal.
It's like I think they can.
world,
I'm pretty
you know
sure,
what I'm
but
saying?
I was talking about that today. A lot of people think that like one truth can't exist with the other, but like it's like that's not the real thing. Like two things can exist. Like I can be my happiest self and like so fulfilled, and like I think that would actually fulfill my woman, and I would be able to fulfill her so much more. Like being knowing that I'm like it takes all of us to be happy. I can't just like be
I
focused.
appreciate your optimism.
Yeah,
It's absolute. It's real
like,
for me.
take it
That's
like-
the reality for me.
take it like this, right? You talking about like making yourself happy, doing make. So here's what makes me happy: being able to play basketball all day and then play 2K all night.
So then, do you have any goals like on 2K or in basketball?
No. But I'm saying though, how
Like,
can
is
I
there a
now?
shot that you wanna-
No, but I'm saying though, how can I now intermingle those things with whatever the hell my wife wants to do? Because she don't like nothing sports, right? So you know.
It doesn't have to be intermingled with her. Y'all, I mean, you
that's,
can.
but
do
that's what I'm
that-
saying. But that's
you
the
can-
that's the
yeah.
conflict it creates, right? Is
Yeah.
that like me doing what I want to do to make me happy is gonna piss off everybody in my house, nigga.
Damn. So
No,
that's
that's
the
not
dynamic
good.
when you're married. Then like.
Well, that's my.
That's
no,
not
I'm
reality
I wouldn't say it's
anyway.
everyone's
I'm not.
That
I'm
wouldn't
not
be the
saying
case.
that literally,
Yeah.
right? Is there are there times I can go fucking hoop? Yes,
Yeah.
but I gotta check my watch. But there are I can
that's
go hoop, not
fine.
too long, right?
Yeah.
That's understandable.
No,
Get an hour and a half, but I want to be out there all
That bitch
goddamn
might be at
day.
the court. You gotta get home, my nigga. Like,
Absolutely.
I think my wife really thinks. I think my wife thinks that like, nigga, this is
hey,
like
man, you
that.
know.
We at Rucker Park and it's like a fucking wall full of females.
Dykeman or some shit.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like we out there playing with no shirts on and shit, and it's just like no, nigga, it's just
Okay,
LA,
yeah,
it's just LA
yes,
Fitness.
yes.
It's just LA Fitness. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, Mo. You quiet, goddamn me. You was off work today. You didn't been out. You didn't got a little liquored up. But you good. Talk to me, Mo. You been quiet. You gonna have people in the chat
Setting
thinking we
goals
done-
and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know, man. You know, like I was gonna say something about the idea of relationships. Like,
What is
what's funny?
No, go ahead. I'm fucking with.
I was thinking about how people have an idea sometimes of relationships hindering you from your goals. Like, those people that would just be like, well, I don't need a relationship right now because I'm trying to focus on. me
That's a
type
good
shit.
point.
Damn good
And
point.
I definitely understand that, but at the same time, like, that shouldn't be something that, like, if you happen to get into a relationship or find somebody that you want to be in a relationship with, that shouldn't be something that keeps you from being with that one person. It just now is going to be a matter of, okay, am I able to still pursue my own goals, and they're able to pursue their own goals while we are becoming one unit. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't, like, whenever you start dating someone, you start being with somebody long term, like, it's easy to just kind of become into, like, okay, well, this is my focus right now. And I think not enough people put, like, focus into one another's best interests enough to where it's like I can pursue things that I wanted to do while I wasn't with you. I should still be able to pursue those things. It shouldn't hold me back, from becoming the person that I want to be personally. I think I set goals for myself to where it's like I want to be a certain type of person, or I want to change things about myself that I may not like about myself. And that's, like, it's easy to kind of set things for, like I'm saying, like, tangible things, but like, I want this promotion, and I want, this going on in my life. But for me, it's a lot of times more like just, okay, how do I react to certain situations, or how do I, like, feel about certain things, and, like, how can I change my perspective to react differently, or to think differently about certain things. And that's kind of been my main focus over the last several years, is, like, just becoming who I want myself to be, because there are certain things about myself I really didn't like, but I felt like I couldn't change it. And it just took a lot of time, a lot of like consciousness of what it is that what's wrong, like what you feel is wrong with yourself. But I don't know, like, I wouldn't sit and say, like, I know for a fact that myself, I get distracted whenever I get into a relationship. And I think it's mostly because I've been with people who allowed me to get distracted. Like, we allowed one another to get distracted by us right now. Like, as soon as we got together, it's like, now we're not even worried about.
Yo, so it's dope when you get with somebody who wants to know your interests, so they can also help you
help
get to
you
your goals
accomplish
too.
it. Yeah.
You should definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like, in a relationship, that should be something y'all want to help one another. We're still building us, but we're still building ourselves on the side. Like, I don't think that that's an excuse anymore to where it's like, oh no, I gotta focus. Now, if you see yourself as one of those people where I know I'm gonna get distracted and I can't do that, then that's definitely okay. Like, that's reality. That's realistic. But at the end, it's like, I think people have to be conscious of those things. Like, I have to go into this relationship thinking, like, okay, I can't get distracted, and we have to be on that level that we know we're on the same page, that this isn't going to keep us from our ultimate, and end of the day goals. So, and that's my idea with setting goals with being in a relationship.
I like that.
Good
You
point.
can have your relationship goals, and you can have your individual goals as well.
And find somebody that you can combine with, and you enhance each other to reach your goals, individual and together.
Yeah, because I've definitely been in a situation
How
where
hard that shit gonna be?
an ex told me, oh, I need to work on this, I need to focus on this, so I can't do this right now. And I'm like, if you, on a personal level, if you feel like, okay, I'm a super big distraction or I'm holding you back, then okay, I respect that. And then some aspects is just an excuse for a person to let go of, a certain,
I've definitely.
But that's what we said. You gotta listen to that. You don't even want to hold on to that. If somebody's telling you, then, exactly, because then there's a person that's excited to say, like, I got this going on, like, let you know and be a part of that. So you have to be able to like.
Yeah, and I
notice
feel
those
like I
things.
wouldn't. Me personally, I wasn't gonna sit there and just be begging the person to be like, oh, well, like let me. No. If you feel like you gotta go on your own.
I know, but I
what
see
you gotta
that
do.
I have a close friend who's a woman, and she like has that perspective right now on this guy that she likes. That's like, I don't think I'm good for you, and like I don't think this is good. I don't think I should do this. And she's like, no, I can take those issues. Trust me, like I want you. And it's just like, but listen to
fucking
No,
him.
like he's literally telling you he's
Right.
not gonna be
I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
God, why do women do that?
That's how
Yeah,
they,
that's
they
super-
build
Yeah,
like
so many
super
do that. Be
loyal.
mad at me when I fuck them over. Like it's ridiculous.
But yeah.
I told you I want you at the beginning.
So yeah,
It's
that's
over me.
Then
Like,
you
you
can't
know.
be mad at the end of the day.
I'm
if you
still
sit
me, but
and
yeah.
continue. Somebody tells you they ain't shit, you gotta believe them.
I'm gonna
But,
take your shit. Like I got you.
But on that goals thing, I feel like to just like synopsis that thing that like it goes back to what I said when I said 1 + 1 = 3. I feel like that's the
Back to the
exact
math.
Don't
sentiment.
bring that shit up again.
Please don't.
I feel like that's the
Fuck is
exact sentiment
In a
though.
way, yeah.
Like having your goals and being like having this being
We
this
are
full person, me
individuals,
being this
but we are
full
also
person,
us.
and like then we create this other thing.
3.
Exactly. But I still have to be Lionel still, in order to even have that other thing be well. Otherwise, it'll be like this like gray cloud that we're holding.
Yeah.
Or we can just be two and then we fucking lose ourselves. And then, because that's an option. Nobody said you can't do that. And then you can do 1 + 1 = 2. And then y'all are going to become this thing. And you're going to lose yourself. And then, I mean,
I think some of it is though this fear, because like if you say you're losing yourself, like but you can still become something new, right?
Because
That you don't know
that's
that's out
true.
there. You know what I'm saying? It's still the unknown.
That's
You
Yeah,
can get with
it could be
somebody.
a good
It can be a
change.
good change. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
just,
true.
change is always gonna be scary. That's on the Wale album, right? What did he say?
Man, nobody in this room is
But I don't know if I solely
You don't
and
fuck with
fully.
Wale?
Nah, yeah, man.
I'm about to
I
say,
don't
damn.
know about the new shit.
My
though.
nigga Wale, dog.
Yeah, I don't know that I fully believe that. I know that people change. Like, I just don't know that, like, I think that there's something about us that makes us us. And, like, that can't change. And I feel like that thing is just that thing.
I feel like
Whatever that
definitely
is.
being in a relationship can alter the way that you think of yourself or how you are internally because
I don't, yeah.
I'm listening.
I feel like maybe it's for women more. I think women are more capable and open to
I would agree with
listening
that. Yeah.
to how their man thinks and the way, you know what I'm saying?
Men
So
are a little
they're,
bit more stubborn.
yeah, like, you're going to be more tolerant to him than you are with a friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you're losing yourself in that aspect because, okay, there's bitches that you're friends with that are probably ain't shit. They be talking hella shit about you doing this, but you cut them off real quick. But your nigga out here doing dirt, you gonna ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
she's
can-
supposed to.
no, you
And then
shouldn't.
I don't know. Growth and change aren't the same thing for me. So I can see growth as I can see that, and not someone can grow. Like people will grow, ultimately.
Oh, yeah,
one
like
way or
to
another. But I don't think that like you changing as a person, like changing who, like I don't think that I'll see someone that I knew in like high school from like 50 years later and like not be able to like feel them still and like
But
connect
you
with
never
them
met
still.
anybody though, and you be like, yo, old boy was an asshole. He's changed.
Yeah.
I haven't had that experience.
I feel like change and growth can be very
it's-
similar.
It can be.
I think they can be similar. I think that traumatic things can make people change. Like I
That
think
is-
change is being like very
Life
like I see
experience, man.
change as
Yeah.
being like quick.
You
and,
go
like,
to jail, that should have
I
changed.
see
Hell
change
yeah.
being like acute
Come out
and
Muslim,
like
kind shit.
like
Classy.
a quick kind of
Big words.
unexpected, like forced into kind of thing. And I see that being unexpected, quick, acute, forced. I see
Oh,
change.
shit.
I mean growth being like inevitable, beautiful, like
All that good
progress.
shit. But that's when a motherfucker be sending them text messages before they get married, talking about thank you for making me a better man and shit like that.
yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to my nigga.
That
Shout out to that
was-
guy. That was some wild shit. Hey, yo,
That was-
I'm gonna be on the lady side now. That's some real asshole shit.
I
Man.
wish
Don't
I had
send
that.
nobody. Hey,
Damn, I
if
don't-
somebody send your daughter that shit in the future, we gonna ride on that nigga. Man.
Okay, hold on. Break it down. People don't know what that is.
Right.
What? Lionel, you tell him, man.
I don't know the
I don't
text.
kinda
the-
condoning
the
that
mess.
shit.
I don't condone this.
No, literally,
This
it
has
was-
nothing to do with
Let Mo do it. Let Mo do the dramatic.
The man was
If a
about
girl
to
do it,
get
this gonna really be
married,
short.
And
Yeah.
the night before his wedding,
That's what it was. Okay, there you
he
go.
texted his ex-girlfriend, was basically just telling her, thank you because you taught me how to love. Without you, I wouldn't be where
Making
I'm
me a
at,"
better man.
type of shit. And it's just like, it wasn't even necessary.
Why,
at that
bro?
Point. What was the point?
It's like that's
Some
nice.
sucker shit, man.
It's
That's
not
almost a
necessary.
flex too.
I feel like
it's a slight odd flex, but
Like, yo,
not
I got
necessary.
better for the next
It's
bitch.
like,
Shout out to you,
that's
single.
Not even necessary. Because what are either of y'all finna get from that conversation?
Nothing.
I feel like he literally said that to just make it a point. It was like, Bitch, I wasn't shit when I was fucking with you. But thank you for letting me shit on you.
No,
now I'm married to
he
this
could have
bitch, and
truly
you
been
thought
trying
you
to
was
like
finna be
empower
at this
her. He
point.
could have really been trying to
She's
empower her,
still
but it
ain't
wasn't the thing to do.
More on a level. He's trying to like.
Like, let me let you know how strong you were for me.
You know, enough to like change somebody's perspective.
I don't think that was his goal.
And then to
behind it.
text it. To text it though.
I would have been like, damn, so you really just trying to let me know that I was just trial and error just for you to be good for the next bitch?
Absolutely,
Fuck you.
yeah.
Right.
It's fucked up.
Of course you can grow and you can learn from your mistakes, awesome. But you ain't got to sit here and text me before you finna get married and be
It
like,
did too. Yeah, it's definitely
That was a
seems
very
unnecessary.
inappropriate
Yeah, and inappropriate.
time.
Absolutely. Like, hey, just real quick before I get married, let me let
I
you
just
know.
want to let you know, thank you.
But if that's something that I
No.
guess that's just like if that's how you feel, then like maybe just feel that. Like that's probably not a conversation you gotta have. Yeah, you don't gotta
and
express
then
that.
sent that long ass message.
Unless it just like happens to come up like in real like time and real life.
And that's the thing. If you watch like, in passing and you see her,
Yeah.
and then you be like, hey, yo, I'm about to get married. Thank you so much for.
I don't even know if
dealing with
I
me."
mean if that comes up.
That's,
Yeah.
it's semi-understandable though, right?
Yeah. I'm texting you this.
Then I'm texting you this.
Oh,
Nigga, you just want to add that so I don't send it to your bitch, post it on Facebook.
That's weird. Yeah, so that's weird.
Oh, the mic ain't working? Oh shit.
We good.
Damn, and she the one who told the story. I don't know what the fuck we talking about.
It was just a little. It was a little.
Damn, you know what?
Oh, God damn it.
I'm like, damn it.
You gotta hold the other part in your hand.
I know you just hold the mic, Mo.
I know what I'm saying. Do I use this one?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, so yeah.
So just push this on the side.
Yeah, you good. You can leave right there.
No.
Okay. or do you? Or
Yeah.
hit light on the face with it.
Carolina.
No, we good.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know
We
what's
good.
in the
God damn
face.
it. We'll get it
I'm like
together.
Mayweather, I
just
don't
hold
get in the face.
You good? What are you? Yeah, you look like Janet now.
I'm about to say, baby,
Yeah, you just gonna look
don't mess
all
up a
on.
girl.
Yeah, okay, we get it together. Hold on, let's get the logistics together. Hold on. Say something, Mo.
Hey y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we good.
Damn, y'all sure as hell not saying nothing if you can't hear me. I was going on.
Is anybody checking the chat?
I am checking the
Okay,
chat,
cool.
although my phone is down right now. But no, so old boy though, right? So
Yeah.
okay, I got a little bit different opinion than y'all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. Right? I don't want to be the
Don't
contrarian.
apologize.
No, this
But-
is great.
But I could see a little bit of that being a little bit admirable. I'm making you sleepy. Okay. I can see that being admirable. Maybe him and her had a good relationship and it ended well. And he's just saying, you know what? Because they could have just been young at the time, right? Maybe they went to college, went to different schools, and they just fell off. And so now he's just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That time we was together in high school or in college or whatever, you did help me become a better person. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I can understand somebody taking that differently though, and being like, yo, fuck you, nigga. Because it's totally unnecessary. You don't have to do the shit, right?
Yeah.
I think it opens up all types of different emotions, right? Because it on a certain level, it's like Blake said, nigga flexing. But on another level, the motherfucker could be genuinely trying to thank you. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the
That
thing,
doesn't
is it's
matter,
like,
by
why?
the way.
I don't know. I think that's what made it, like, it was kind of unnecessary because it's all done, like, he's doing all that the day before his wedding. Like, I know you had to have come
Why you
to
still got a number?
some, like, I mean, yeah, but I think
got it from somebody else.
I think you could have just came. You more than likely came to that realization a long time before your wedding day.
But you know,
But you wait until it's the day before your wedding. Like, what is that? And then you mention it.
Maybe he was just
and the thing about the
reflecting.
fiance, it's like, so what's the point?
y'all are haters of love.
Love, man, that's a flex,
No,
bro.
that shit is so because I
I
literally
would never do that.
No, I ran into my ex
I
and he
would
tried
never
to tell me I was the reason why he couldn't trust his recent bitch. I was like, well, fuck.
I can
That's
understand.
hilarious.
Damn, that's cool though.
That is so funny.
Make you feel shittier. After.
I didn't do anything, so I was like, okay, whatever makes you feel
That's
good.
on you.
I hate you, bitch.
That ain't got shit to
I'm
do
like,
with
what
me.
about say nigga, whatever make you
Sometimes
feel
go get
good.
therapy or some shit.
Hold on,
Bro.
so y'all would never like tell an ex something like, like yo, it's because of you that
The
like
day
you know-
before your wedding.
In
No,
passing.
I'm saying like maybe you don't have to do
Only
the day
in
before your
passing.
wedding. I'm just saying this in general. You
Oh,
can't like
yeah.
share
You
it.
see somebody and you catching up with them, and then
That's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying.
know. That's
Yeah.
cool in my opinion. That's cool.
That's not
cool.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think you're just asking in general, like, what'd you?
Yeah,
yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Like if you see an ex or somebody yeah, like oh shit, you know what? Hey,
It would
man,
be so funny to
hey, I
set up
never
a double
told
date
you
with your
da-da-da-da.
ex and their new
Oh
person.
yeah,
What?
A double date with your ex and their new person, just because that's not what people do. Like
That's
let's just
weird.
have
If it
this-
could happen, man, people ain't adult enough to
Honestly,
do
I
that
would
kind of
try- I
shit.
would-
And
I would
people be
try.
sneaky. You know,
who knows how that could end? That could end great.
Europeans could do it.
But no, I dead ass ran into my ex
That's an
like
interesting
2 weekends
point.
ago, and we literally was just spending shit all on the motherfucking table. And I was like, okay, this is what we doing. And it was
Hell
just,
of a catch up, Bree.
what do you mean?
They all put shit on the table like a bad shit, or they all talking about good shit.
So like it was like good and bad. So it was just like
She's like, okay, this is what we do.
we linked up by accident, whatever. Then we linked up, and we were just having like a long conversation of just about our relationship and where things kind of went wrong, and we knew, you know what I'm saying? Like you can tell the
I
growth.
could definitely see that.
That's cool.
I could see
It was.
that.
I would say yes because me and Monique talked about
In
it.
passing.
Yes, because I hadn't seen him in like 2 years, and
She wasn't gonna go
That's dope.
and call him
Yeah.
up like, look, I gotta say this about like.
No, it was-
like
Save it.
because we're encountering one another again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kind of conversation we had, that closure conversation.
and
It's about time for that conversation.
noted. I didn't bring it up. He brought it up first because honestly, I don't care to talk about it. It's over, you know.
But then she started sharing them.
No, because he was trying to put it like kind of towards like on me that I made him
Oh, so you were just pleading your
this
case.
way, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with me. Like whatever happened in our relationship, I was loyal, I was faithful. You know what I'm saying? There may be things that I did that you didn't like, and vice versa. And it was just kind of like. It was a good conversation. I'm glad we had that conversation.
This
it was,
is why y'all need to start listening to old school fucking music.
I
I'll tell
listened
you
to
what.
it.
Because they break all this shit down
What
to you.
years?
Oh, she think old school.
1990s.
No, like I listened to the OJs. I listened to
knowledge
that's
in that
hella
Jack Swing
old.
era.
There
No,
you
that
go.
is a relevant question.
OJ, no, because the reason I say that is because you got jams back then that like talked about like fucking what's the shit? Fire and Desire, right? That's a motherfucker. Rick James is literally
yeah,
running into
Tina
Tina Marie.
Yeah.
He's running into on some like damn, you know what I'm saying? It's
Remember they
been a
did this shit at the BET Awards back in the
They
day?
did right before the nigga passed.
Man, yeah. Shout out
But
to
I'm just
Chappelle.
saying, like old school shit gives you such. What the hell just happened? I just seen some shit in front of my eyes.
It was just
Yeah, Mo over here flipping the damn microphone around. My bad. I'm sorry. We gotta get a new mic. Y'all help us get a new mic. Go to the Cash App.
yeah.
Go to the Cash
They
App.
got the Cash App in there?
I do not.
Y'all
It just,
some
it
thoughts.
just sounded good.
Cash App
Hit
in
my
the
Cash
no
App.
streams bio. Hit my Cash
The
App.
Cash App, man. I'll put it up in the playback. Put the Cash App up.
We'll have our
Anyway.
own friends in that hotel.
Right? But no, I'm just saying though, sometimes the old school music, it'll give you a vibe on some like, damn, I wouldn't even think about that, man. Because like, no disrespect to the new artists, but you know, it ain't really.
They don't respect them.
find that.
Have no respect.
I mean, you can, but you gotta really be like looking for a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like, okay.
People don't be listening.
No, yeah, a lot of people just play music just to play it, but I feel like when you really listening to some shit and you hearing the words, you got to be by yourself.
That's what people play music for. They just fucking do weird ass dances and shit. Nobody care about
I used to
that.
dance a lot
Did
back
you?
in the day.
Yeah,
I was like,
you know.
do it again,
I don't want to.
please.
It's on the play. You can watch
I'm
the
going to
playback.
rewatch that.
That woke
What are we on right now? What's the
Did you
time?
throw it in the air?
No, he
No,
said
I'm not throwing shit.
like them babies. They be doing it.
Ah,
He looked like he was driving. I thought he was like turning up in a
Driving.
car.
like that. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that next
Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
you gotta listen to
He
some new
said-
school music.
Hey, young man, dance.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I just want to say you're the only nigga I ever see sip beer and sip lick. Just that's weird. I just want to say that.
That's OG shit.
What's that?
Just drinking beer and then sipping on, you know what I'm saying? Some straight.
People do beer and shot, but he the only nigga I see sipping both.
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's literally what we just said.
Oh no, I ain't trying to put anything. I'm just saying, like, you the only one I see.
All that we.
Hey, he made me. I was like, what a minute. Yeah, this is the same shit, right?
yeah.
That's that booty tang shit. I ain't doing that on camera. I'm
like-
I don't be hearing when people talk sometimes.
That shit's funny.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So everybody's homework assignment is to go listen to some old school music, preferably something from the 70s.
Okay.
Is that roughing, man? Dave?
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
go
I'll
listen.
do that.
Oh, you know what? Good song for women. Go listen to. Goddamn, what's the woman? I think it's called Congratulations. I don't know the woman's name though. It's
Oh, I got
How'd it go?
check it out.
It's about like a dude. She heard that the dude she was in love with, that she used to be in love with, is getting married, and she's talking about how like she wish it would have been her. It's fucking.
Oh,
make you cry.
fuck that.
Oh, it's deep. It's deep.
I
Shout out
know
to
that's
her.
some deep shit.
Shout out to her. It's like she goes into the church and shit, and it's yeah.
Damn.
Whatever.
The videos used to be on 10 too.
Yeah.
Super dramatic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Super.
Yeah.
They was heavy with the lyrics, heavy with the
I don't know what happened.
videos.
Oh, everybody grabbed their
I was
phone.
trying to
Or
search
something.
for congratulations, but it
Oh.
came motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what the
I
fuck
knew
it
that was gonna happen.
I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know what song. But shout out to
Yeah, that's the most relevant right now.
I wasn't singing the old
Singing
song.
it, Jesus, blasphemous.
right.
What?
All right.
But I'm just saying though, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like me and my homeboy had a real deep conversation about a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about how like we think
Vesta
sometimes
Williams?
Vesta fucking Williams. She got on like.
I have never heard that name.
Yeah, that's nigga. First of all, that name is old as fuck.
That's an old ass name. That was my first thought. But I didn't want to bring up the old shit. That was my first thought.
Ain't nobody
I'm
in 2019 like, damn, what's a good baby
Vesta.
name? Vesta.
Oh, that's a heavy name. Heavy on the names. Heavy lyrics. Heavy
Her parents just didn't give a fuck.
Heavy.
Damn,
Carrying
that's
weight.
Nothing but ENJ.
They carrying WE.
That's what he's drinking.
That is what I'm drinking. Old nigga shit.
Old school shit, man.
I don't even want to listen to that.
He's an old school nigga right
I got
there.
one speaker on that hoe. That's gonna be hard.
I know. I'm like
That
trying to
shit funny.
find it.
Goddamn,
But no, listen to that shit, man. That shit will. But no, me and my partner, we were talking about like, yo, like, what's up with the rhythm in like 2019, or just in general, like the way that like society is going, how like shit is kind of shifted.
Yeah.
And our fucking shit for specifically for like black people is that we feel like some of it, maybe the fucking tone of the music has changed, right?
Mhm.
Oh, from like the 60s to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Whoa.
Who said after Kirk?
Motherfucking love out here in these streets. After
But look, but niggas even talk cool about drugs back in the day, right?
Really.
Yes, niggas, they talk cool about
They're
drugs.
more subtle in their approach.
Yeah, they was like, yeah, nigga, when they talk about
That's
dope,
why I was gonna say the thing probably is more of the environment. Like we have a different kind of freedom now than we've ever had as hip hop, as black like people. Like
I
we didn't
agree with
always
that.
have this kind of freedom to be this loud. Like NWA, they had police at all of their shows trying to shut their shit down. That doesn't really exist today. You can scream "fuck the police" as loud as you want to, as much as you want to.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though.
Fuck Trump if you want to. Like,
I agree, but I think so. It's beauty, right, in
Yeah,
both.
so
It's
with
beauty
that
in
space
saying
comes-
fuck the police, right? Because that's directly addressing the situation, and it's also beauty in saying what's going on, right? You know what I'm saying? It's beauty in both approaches. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marvin
they're
Gaye,
both
by the way.
necessary.
Get
That's
your
the
money.
thing.
I'm
Get
saying,
your
I
money
feel
from
like
Robert
everything's
Thicke.
on a wave though when it
Get
comes
your
to that
money.
because
Money.
everyone's on certain shit like trap music or whatever saying, but like people, what everybody's listening to, that's what most people want to listen to, and other people they listen to like very like lyricists, like people that are actually
Yeah.
speaking on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's hella rappers, like
It all
even
exists.
underground rappers that are like super like intellectual with their music,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't want to listen to it because they just don't want to sit down and
Yeah.
like vibe. They want to be on some hype shit. You know what I'm saying?
And don't get me wrong. Let me say this for the young niggas gonna be like, oh fuck that old nigga with the Donald Duck shirt on.
No,
Well,
it's a
fuck
real
you.
conversation.
Let me say this. No, because I listen. It's music for everything that you're doing.
Every
you know what I'm saying?
moment,
Yeah, every
yeah.
moment, right? So nigga,
Every
no,
mood.
I'm not gonna fucking listen to fucking Marvin Gaye when I'm fucking doing some other shit. I might want to listen to some fucking just some ratchet turn up shit, right? That might be the mood I'm in at that time. So it's music
Sometimes,
for
yeah,
it's for
absolutely.
everything, man. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I appreciate it all.
You about 5 years from calling rap hippity hop.
I am, nigga. I'm super close.
No, he's already in. He's in.
Nigga,
Those
thank-
people are like gone.
Listen, thank God for
The
J.
people that
Cole,
wanna say
nigga.
that.
Thank God for J. Cole and
I
Kendrick.
don't know if you want to
What happened?
That's facts.
just get on something else.
Oh, go ahead. Nigga, I can't see that shit. I can barely read it.
I don't even know how we got on music.
Me either.
What?
Because of the best of.
Because of
Oh,
Vesta
that's
That's
Williams,
fucking
goddamn.
Williams.
started it.
Vesta.
Vesta
fucking
Williams. Y'all niggas, y'all keep
This-
that. Y'all gonna name y'all damn
She's heavy.
kids Vesta.
I think that name should come back.
Don't tell me I'm
No.
gonna name my kid Vesta.
I think Vesta and Bernadette should both come back.
Bernadette.
My-
Yeah.
He's trolling y'all.
Bernie?
Oh my god.
Oh no, there was this one girl. Her name was Bernie. I did not like that motherfucker.
I can't tell the
She
world.
was
I
weird.
can't put into the world what names I got in mind yet.
I seen Shorty in the club. She was like, "Breathe." This bitch had Old Navy flip flops on. You remember, bro?
She had on some old
It was
Navy
at hotel.
flip-flops.
Old Navy flip. She was like, "Come dance with me," and she's like super white. Just I'm like, bitch, no.
Her name was
Bernie.
Bernadette.
Her name was Bernarda.
Bernarda? A white chick?
I'm sorry, I hate when people like try to switch
Damn.
up male names like
Into their name.
Bernarda. I was like,
And then she went by Bernie. That's kinda
that shit is terrible. That's a terrible name.
Or go by Burn.
If my parents name me anything that's an old person name, like, I'll be mad as hell.
That's some wild shit.
I'm trying to think of other names that have been turned into
That's-
like into girl names.
This is bad that she used to work with named Ronisha.
I'm sorry, but I think
Some can be
Called
cool.
Ronnie, but her dad name was Ronald. He named her Ronisha.
Like Cody, maybe.
No, my one friend,
there's somebody
like,
that I work with. Their name is Erlinda.
Erlinda, Ernie.
No, Erlinda.
Oh, Earl.
Like, I can't say the name of this person. I think that could be watching.
Oh,
That's
why
old
can't you
ass.
just name me Linda?
That's an old ass name.
Oh, there is. I remember I worked with a lady too.
Wow.
Her name was Benjamina.
Okay.
Benjamina?
I'm telling you, like that's the thing.
Okay.
All these motherfuckers.
No, trust me, I know.
Women's names. And
There's
it's so
a-
ugly.
Benjamin.
Roberta, like that shit.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
There's a name I want to tell y'all. I'll tell y'all off air.
Just put an A on the
You don't want
end.
nobody to
It's
take your shit?
crazy.
Or Ernestine.
No, it's a name that.
Ernestine.
Hey,
Like,
that's my grandma. That's my grandma's name. Fuck
it
y'all.
really?
That's my grandma's name is Ernestine.
Wait,
Rest
what?
in peace.
Hey,
Is it really?
Wait, what name?
Benjamina though.
Benjamina.
You gotta change
All you gotta do is add an Ina or
I wouldn't mind being called Benny. Benny's a cool.
Did y'all see the
Or Iana.
the doctor that was on TV? I can't remember. I forgot what she did. Her name is Dr. Marijuana Pepsi.
Pepsi. Yeah. She
Yeah, I
said
seen that.
I
shit.
forgot what the fuck she
Yeah.
did though, but yeah.
she's like the first.
some shit, right?
Yeah,
I seen
yeah.
it. I'm like, I just
She
saw
born
it.
in the 80s.
No, let me tell y'all the most ghettoest shit though. My friend cousin, his name is Kadasha, but it's KA-A. I swear to God on everything I love. On everything I love. No, it was my friend.
Yo!
That's a lot.
Yeah, right. That shit is
And
wild.
another
Bro.
name, when you put a name on your baby,
Kadash, like, but with the dash, like it was an actual dash. It wasn't DASH.
It's probably crazy when they try to
What does she do
enter
for a
their
living
name
now?
with-
I don't know. I feel
oh
bad.
my god,
I was like, bro.
Sorry, we can't accept your name.
I said it probably selects whatever they got to put their name in on like online or something. It's like no special characters.
Like,
Girl,
It's actually my name.
like I
listen up,
can't.
we can't find you.
I gotta speak. I gotta
Bro, I was literally. I've never heard some
Yo,
shit like that.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes they be like, oh, your email can't have that.
I'm finna look. Someone got Facebook. Just
And
look,
people
she the
don't
only
know
one with
that's
that
a-
motherfucking name.
Ain't nobody else going. Ain't nobody else going.
Bro, I said, bro, I was probably like in 6th grade when he told me that. I said, bro, are you serious? His name is Victor something. And he was like, that's my cousin's name. I was like, wow.
That shit.
Y'all wildin' down here.
Yo, that shit.
Benjamina, Kardashian.
It wasn't in San Antonio. It was in Georgia.
Okay.
And people don't realize that names carry meaning. Like, you're not just naming something your kid. Like, oh, here's your name. Like, that name is heavy and deep.
Yeah, they just like, fuck it.
I understand. That's why I said that people don't realize. Like, I understand that people are, like, blind to the shit. But, like, names have meanings. Like, you were like...
Some kids I went to Boys and Girls Club with, it was King, Queen, Prince, Princess, Jack, and something else.
Cars too. Like
Yeah,
And which
cards.
one got Jack?
Ace. Yes.
Whichever one gets Jack out of all of them is...
They were a big ass family. They were all black too.
King.
Tell me Ace. That's my name.
Hey, Boogie.
Okay, yeah.
That is a pretty cool name.
That is
Yeah.
the last name.
That's
Ace.
crazy.
So one of the topics someone suggested was moving on. Should moving on from the past come when starting fresh with each person, and not letting it make you bitter?
Damn, it's a long question.
Wait.
Man, shit.
One more time.
Okay, because I'm just trying to, because the way people were writing it, I'm trying to make it into like an actual
Let's
topic.
make fun of her typing.
Okay. It was a dude actually. So moving on from the past and starting fresh with each person. That should be like a thing. So, and not letting that make you bitter. So basically, you're with someone, it wasn't good, then you go with the next person, and it's like, but you bitter, like you have,
Oh, so not bringing
Yeah.
it back.
Expecting that from that person. Whatever
yes.
the-
So you're putting whatever your past relationship on your next.
That's childish.
I think that's natural though.
I
I
mean,
think
how
it's
women usually go
natural,
through, though,
but you have to be
Yeah.
aware of something that, like, you doing that. Like, you really have to be aware.
that's a
of
good
that.
point. Yeah.
Because you can't just be like, oh, well, this is just
I
how
know.
I am now. Like,
Yeah, you
like,
can't.
You have to realize not everybody was raised the same. That's how I always say, I'm like, not everybody was raised the same. Like, you don't know.
And it
how-
carries weight. How you were raised carries so much damn
lot of
weight.
weight, man.
So much weight.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do that, but I don't be like, I don't know. I guess I'm childish,
My
shit.
ex used to do that too. You know what
Hell
I'm saying?
no.
Oh, see, yeah,
that's
like,
being childish.
that's weird though. I would
I mean, it's
never.
something that you're definitely gonna watch for. You're gonna take certain situations differently. I'm gonna, maybe observe a little more this time. Or,
Right.
Of course, you're gonna change the way that you do things.
Like, you're gonna
If it's
learn
something
lessons.
Really like traumatic or something that's really like fuck with you. But it's just saying
That's why
like,
it's good to heal
and
before
to
you
not
go to the
even
next
like give
shit.
somebody a chance because you want to shut that shit down because of that. That's not fair.
I couldn't
you know?
imagine.
Yeah, why you should heal before you go to the next thing, though.
Yeah, and some people don't do that. They just jump from shit to shit. But
And I wonder why they got problems.
yeah, they be all fucked up.
But
in
that's
the
the
head.
thing. I'm seeing a lot of like super duper like older people that don't resolve things, and like you just carry this shit. You'll end up just. I'm just saying like I'm learning through like from like not even 35. I'm talking about like 50 plus like and like Like, if you ask me, like, in that instance, Nicole Murphy, like, you're just carrying, like, that just comes off to me as, like, an issue. Like, you're 50 plus and, like, you're kissing another woman's, like, husband. Like, that doesn't, like, come off to me as,
I feel like you can't put an age on infidelity or just being a fucked up person.
I wouldn't never expect, like, a 50-year-old woman to, like, I would think that you have, like, more decency. But that's the original point before you guys got into this. I'm saying is, like, I'm realizing that people are carrying their fucking issues. People don't learn this shit.
Oh yeah.
People
no.
Once
you just could be not shit.
No, because honestly, you know how like you get to the point where you can start being your grown folks' business and start hearing like the real family shit.
Okay. It's not okay. Good people. What kind of world?
A lot of people I used to think, adults had it all together, like everything. No, and then you start to realize growing up and getting older. Like I got my grandpa. He was cheating on his wife. I'm like, damn.
I used to think people in college were like adults. Like I would be like,
oh yeah, like you think everyone that you until you really get older and start realizing, and like even with work life, you know, you're maturing in your work, you're maturing in.
Like these people don't.
No, like you can be fucking 60 years old and just be on some fucked up ass shit, like no matter what it is. And I feel like.
Point.
I think that's like what Naomi had tweeted that one day. Shout out to my friend Naomi.
Shout out to Naomi.
She had put it on Twitter. She was
Shout out to the mob. Period.
She was like, I think you know, a really hard part about getting older is just, you know, growing up and realizing that people you used to look up to are just ain't shit. You know, are doing shit that you wouldn't
think of.
You look up to certain people growing up, and then you grow up to learn certain things about those people, and it's like, damn, like that's really a hard part. I agree.
That's
a really hard part about getting older and like, you know, being aware and just realizing that there are people out there even that you love.
Can you hear?
And you can't just say this person should have it together. Yeah, you can't just say this person should have it together for whatever reason. Yeah. Like that doesn't exist. Like the reality is that some people take care of their shit and some people don't. Some people carry it instead. So
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'm sorry, man. They just realized that some people ain't shit. I just have to let them have that session. I know, it's why we chilling. Like.
People ain't shit.
No, that's true.
I mean,
you should realize it before you got dirty.
No, that really is true.
Yeah.
I'm coming into this realization.
Yeah, shout out to the ain't shit people out there, man.
Yeah, man, we need y'all, man.
Yeah, y'all make the world a better place for you and for me.
You know?
I appreciate it. Listen,
shout out to the poppin' people in the world that are curating and giving content, and shout out to us, the poppin'.
Hilarious, nigga.
Okay.
So, if we're gonna shout out the ain't shits, then I'm gonna definitely shout out the poppin' curators.
Shout out to Mod, right? You gotta have some balance.
Absolutely.
You gotta have some balance, right?
Absolutely.
No, but listen, I personally think that it is natural. I think it's a natural defense mechanism to like bring a little bit of what happened in your past relationship to your new shit, just as a defense, because you don't want this shit to happen again. So you're gonna be again now. You shouldn't be a goddamn what they call this shit? A warrant, right? What the fuck is people at the prison? Warden. You shouldn't be like a prison warden, right? Like
that's why I'm wondering in what context would you want to bring something like that's ended into something that's new?
That should be something more internal. I feel like you can, of course you need to be vocal. Like if someone's doing something that you don't like, of course be vocal about it. But like to me, when people bring shit into the past, is like you're telling them like, hey, my ex used to do this, like you're doing it. To me, that's just.
Right. Now, I'm not saying you should say that, but I'm just saying, like, if it was something that happened in the past relationship, either where you were uncomfortable or, like, it made you feel away, right? Or maybe the relationship ended because of that shit. Like, you want to be cognizant if you're seeing those signs now, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right? So you don't want, especially because, like, motherfuckers gonna act like they ain't never been hurt, but people get hurt, right? Your feelings get involved, and so you don't want to go through the shit again. So if you can stop it beforehand, you're going to try to stop it before. So I think even maybe subconsciously, sometimes people go overboard because they'll start like looking for shit, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's why I think it correlates. The thing that exists. The thing though is those boundaries still carry. Like those boundaries are just your boundaries. Like if that person fucked them up, they lost their shot. Whatever. That has nothing to do with like this new situation.
They lost their child.
They lost it too. Or the other bitch, you're looking just like this other bitch. Or it's the more like appropriate thing is like this is just I never fuck with this kind of shit in any situation. You know. Versus like the ex did like why I don't see it.
I got a homeboy that went overboard with it because he had like a restaurant that him and his long-term girlfriend used to like always go to. He met a new girl, they started hanging out. She's like, oh, go to this spot. He's like, nah, I don't want to go there. And she was like, well, why not? Like, I want to go here. My friends over there. He was like, nah, I don't want to go there because they bring it back over. Man, I was like, nigga, relax.
That's
it's food, nigga. Yeah.
That's like you're not over that person then.
Clearly, nigga.
Yeah, no, he was not.
No,
he was
he
still
want
in
that.
love with
Like,
Shorty.
He want the old thing
Like,
back.
Yeah, she
That
licked
good.
this gooch for real, for real.
Oh,
Hilarious.
That was definitely gooch work action going on in that relationship.
something was
I
popping.
can't blame him for that.
And he told you that in confidence.
Told me what in confidence? Nothing's in confidence.
Cause he probably not even realizing that like this is my issue or this is why.
But that's such a like a
people
bitch
be really in
thing
the
to
situation.
say.
You
I
know,
was thinking it. I didn't want to say it because that's his man's, but shit.
people really be in this. Like he's obviously really in that situation, like going through.
Right.
I'm trying to get over
You're
this,
not-
but I'm not over
yeah.
it. Like he's going through
He
that.
literally just said that with that line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm like, why be with why?
Right.
Right.
But hold on though. To be fair to my partner though, that's my first. That's my friend, right? Y'all not gonna sit here and disrespect my friend. So sometimes shit can come up that like bring up an old memory, right?
Yeah.
It can be shout out to Eddie Murphy in Life, right? It can be a smell, right?
Yeah.
It can be anything can pop up and be like, oh shit, I remember. You know what I'm saying?
That's natural.
Because, and shout out to the great poet Kanye West, who once said people in your life for seasons, right? So sometimes somebody can just be in your life for a short period of time, and now something that y'all did.
It does take a while to get to the understanding of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
when you're younger, you don't understand that that's just how it is.
Yeah, I used to think,
Shit can impact your life. Like shit literally impact, like, if we end this show tomorrow, right, my life has been impacted by everybody that's been on the show. So now moving forward, that impacts, I can't take that all. I can be like, fuck Bree, fuck Mo, fuck that nigga Chris Blake. I don't give a shit about Lionel. But no matter what, for however long that time period was that we were together doing the show, that's a part of my fucking life story now. You know what I'm saying? So for good, bad, and different. Not saying I'm going to say fuck y'all, but you know,
You know how these things end, you know. Especially if we get famous, somebody going solo.
Did you raise your hand?
No, I'm just fucking around.
I'm weird.
Bobby Brown ass nigga over here.
Man,
Yeah, but you know, this is light. This is a lot more light than a relationship.
But still,
It's a
though,
relationship.
Yeah.
this is.
This is not the same thing. Like, there's not like those kind of
I mean,
feelings.
we're not having
of-
sex, but.
But that's a fucking
I
factor.
mean, if something happens with it, I mean, I don't really like to look at the end game. I just do shit because I like it. But let's say something happens and we get big. This is a real relationship.
Right.
And if we get big together, they're going to expect to see us together. So it's a group.
No, I'm just saying in the sense of like if like you say this ends
Yeah.
and then tomorrow, that's not the same thing as my relationship ending.
But shit, what if we want to do another podcast?
But like I feel like just anything that's a part of your life ending is gonna have a reflection on you and how you move forward.
Right.
Like I had a best friend, like today's actually her birthday. Me and her have not talked in forever and years, but she was a big part of my life, like someone that I learned lessons, someone that taught me stuff. Even me being here with y'all, like y'all made me have like a different aspect on certain things or certain topics, like you know, like I feel like in that aspect.
Okay.
Of course it's gonna be on a more deeper level when you're in a relationship with
Right.
someone. You know, of course, but I think, relationship that you have with another human being and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's something, it's going to affect you in some way.
Look, the most precious thing we have is time. So we're spending time together, right? Like we can never get the time back that we spent together. You know what I'm saying? Like so, you know.
It's wisely, man.
Yeah, man, you can never get that time back. And matter of fact, you should be on the birthday. Shout out to my daughter. My daughter's birthday is today. Hey, baby.
Oh, happy
Happy
birthday.
The little one.
Happy birthday.
Oh.
She's
The
2.
little, yeah, the little
Oh,
one.
cute.
Not the big one.
The little one.
The big one's birthday.
I know she'll never
the big
see
one's
this.
birthday
Maybe in
is on
18
Saturday.
years.
So shout out to the
Oh,
big one.
damn.
Too. Yeah, I know.
They Leos.
Yeah, it's
I know,
it's-
double
it's-
Leo. 2 female lions.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was like, we gotta have fucking parties for like fucking a 9-year age difference.
Damn. I'm like, say you can't even do them together no more.
This shit, I know.
That's a huge gap,
When
yeah.
y'all doing it? It's going to be drinks there?
Oh, see, I'm like, no, baby, I need my own day.
We're going out to the H.
5 ain't that bad.
We're going to the H this weekend, so we be down.
It's dope.
Bailey? Gonna be Bailey?
Of course, dog. That's
Jesus
Southwest.
Christ.
To be throwing them gang songs.
Shout out to my friend that's teaching at A-Leaf now, or coaching at A-Leaf.
I'll be down there. I'm going to the.
She's coaching volleyball.
At what school?
Cool.
Decaney? Is it
Nigga
Decaney?
said Katie?
No, Decaney.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's some other shit. I don't know what that is. But anyway, shout out to H. I'll be down there, man. I'm going to the A-Leaf store. We got our own
Yeah.
A-Leaf store over there now. We got our own clothes.
Is that like a town?
Nigga,
Like
that's my
Crenshaw?
hood, nigga.
It's a Crenshaw.
I'm
like,
weak.
It's an A-Leaf like Crenshaw was in LA. It's an A-Leaf store.
Yes, sir.
For real.
I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna go get my first pair of
They
slides.
stealing like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna go get me some A-Leaf slides. They got.
You don't own a pair of slides?
No, I told you this on the show before. I've never owned a pair of slides.
It's very
I ain't-
I've always just worn in sports. Like,
No.
oh, we did talk about this because this nigga walked outside with his basketball shoes on. No.
Yeah, because she
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
I
we
should walk
did
outside
talk
my
about
basketball
that.
shoes, and I'm like, fuck it.
He walking in the gym, walking out the
Out the gym, just
with them hoes ready.
scraping them hoes.
Ready to hoop again if I have to.
Grip all fucked up.
Nigga, I'm just walking. I'm
That's
not
hilarious.
dragging the motherfuckers. I'm just walking.
Nah, that's cold.
I got a homeboy. Shout out to my dude Diddy. My homeboy, he's like a Jordan fucking fiend, right? So this nigga will go to the mall in some slides, get into the mall, cause like most of them he have his daughters with him. His daughters is in the stroller. He loves having his daughter in the stroller because he'll have his shoes under there, so he'll get in the store, change out the slides, put his J's on, and then walk around. No, like he'll just bring them home from the crib.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he don't want to step on
He don't
no
want to step
dirt.
on shit, nigga.
Ah, see.
So like he'll.
He dead ass where he brings Jordans. He got a whole fit, but he not finna wear the shoes on outside.
Yeah, he's
dirt.
Only wearing them shits
Inside.
He's inside wherever he going to his destination. He throw the sneakers on.
Yeah.
That's super
That
extensive.
nigga's committed.
That's a commitment.
Every pair of Jordans he has, he does
Every
that?
pair, that nigga be on the same shit.
I know his wife be so annoyed. Like,
He fucked me up when he did it. Cause I'm like, what is this? I'm like, yo, what? Like, what? Like, he like, hey, hold on real quick. I'm like, what the fuck are we waiting for, nigga?
Oh,
I
yeah.
turned
nigga
around,
gotta put his shoes
This
on.
nigga come from around the corner like fucking Superman. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
His demeanor changed when he throwing the Jordans.
Oh, nigga, you can't tell this nigga shit.
Oh, God,
Oh, you couldn't tell this nigga shit.
If that was
Shout out
my
to
man, I would be so motherfucking annoyed. Like, nigga, if you don't put your motherfucking shoes on.
He gotta be the guy that walk
Shout out
like
to my
this
dude,
so he
yeah.
don't crease the front of his
That'll help
shoes.
you
He
live
probably
out
walk
here,
like
man.
that.
That is so.
That's crazy.
I mean, like, I've had friends and my brother, like, they would put bags on their shit.
That's
I remember that.
Wow.
When it'll be raining and
if
shit
you know that you
outside.
gotta get through the mud. Yeah.
I ain't never seen that one. I just
Kinda
want
like
weather
when they
shit.
go to
Yeah.
walk in, they take
Couldn't,
clothes off.
yep, couldn't
I
get that
know,
shit
yeah.
fucked up.
I don't know. I've tried like being the extensive shoe care guy, but I had to accept the fact that I go so much harder, like just in life. Like I will, just, like I have my tennis racket in my trunk ready to go. I have my longboard in my trunk ready to go, and like I could just easily be getting into anything or going like.
You just
hiking
made
on
me
some
laugh
shit.
how you just made that a whole, like,
That's the thing. I had to. It's because I had.
right, about some
I
shoes.
can't keep my shoes clean.
I had to accept that fact for real. That was a real thing for me because I tried and I was only running through fucking shoes like I do. Like, yeah.
It's funny.
Well, hey, let's get the fuck up out of here. Man.
Yeah,
Get
fact.
the fuck up out of here, man. What's today is national? What was it? National Tequila Day?
Tequila.
Where the fucking holidays come from?
I think it's been
They be National Tequila Day every motherfucking
It's
month.
been, yeah, it's been this for
Some
a few
money,
years,
good
so.
job.
Niggas be who on the margarita? Nobody? All right, fuck it.
Me.
All right, let me get ready to get the fuck up out of here. Let's let Lionel leave the people with something. Give us something to go home with.
I'm gonna leave y'all with y'all's own energy tonight, and I'm gonna preserve mine.
Whoa.
Damn.
You're not giving us you're not giving us any energy tonight? That's
He's like, I'm tired of giving my energy out.
now we
That's
finally-
it. That's nothing. That's not a fuck y'all. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna meet y'all where y'all at. I'm gonna bring my energy. Y'all bring y'all's. Have a great Wednesday. We on the same page. It's all good. Everything's gravy. I'm mashed potatoes.
I feel less.
I'm mashed potatoes, bitch.
I'm
Everything's
like, you
gravy.
always close it out. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm mashed potatoes and everything is fucking gravy. Have a great Wednesday.
Goddamn.
Hey,
Wow.
man, let's start the show over.
Wow.
That's
Damn,
it.
Lionel.
Songs.
Give me something in
You
particular.
technically can, but only about 10 seconds.
I'm about to say, yeah, let's be real.
You got 10 seconds, nigga. That's all you got. You got that much, nigga. You better get it. But, you know what I'm
Give
saying?
me something in particular, a preference. Who's popping?
Well, no one's popping now. Half the niggas are dead. But
Like in that era, like what do I go to? What's the go-to 70s guy or song?
You got Spotify?
I have
man, what's the
Tidal.
go-to? Man, I can give you so
Have you
much.
ever heard of the OJs is way
Absolutely.
past the
OJs.
70s. Have you ever heard of the OJs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
I haven't heard a question like that.
Have you ever heard
Are they from the 70s?
No, they're like from like the
Yeah.
50s.
50s.
I think they would have got in the 50s.
My shit
I don't-
personally,
70s.
you know, I fuck with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth,
My,
Wind, and Fire.
my,
Yeah,
my,
Isley Brothers.
my little daughter's
Isley
favorite
Brothers,
song
for
is
sure.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. So
Okay, Isley Brothers, Journey to Atlantis. I love that song.
like
That's
that
a
shit.
Voyage to Atlantis, but
Voyage
I fuck with you though. You
Footsteps in the Dark. That's a good
You know what
song.
shit
That's
that
a
you'll
vibe.
like? You'll like this. I think this might be from the 80s though. What's the joint? The Caravan of Love joint.
I
I'll
like
play that
80s a
joint
lot.
in a
I'm
minute.
really into
I'll play
80s
that
right
joint in a minute
now.
when we
I'm
finish
into
the show.
80s right now, y'all. So if y'all got any
In the 80s
suggestions,
right now?
like I like 80s music
sorry.
a lot right
Fuck
now.
Listen to Elton John.
Elton John. Okay.
No soul guy though. Like,
But he got good music.
I mean, yeah, I like some Madonna songs. So yeah.
Madonna's good too.
All right, man. Next week we're gonna talk about the songs that we fuck to. We out of here, man. We gotta-
I have a playlist.